And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the third round of the group stage here at Cheeseadelphia 2025. We are here. We have returned with our fresh series, our fresh TVP, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner here of Incorporeal, we have our Polish Protoss player. We have our red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the American Terran player. We have the orange Terran representing Detonate. It is Dolan. Here we go. Why play two tournaments at the same time, you degen? What do you mean? He did the same thing in Home Story Cup. Remember, he played in the last Home Story Cup while also playing in Sparkling Tuna Cup as well. Crazy. Crazy, man. He went to the venue. He went to the Take Studio. Early in the morning, he broke in. Just so he could play in Sparking Tuna Cup. It's crazy. It's crazy. Plays in everything. Meanwhile, we do have a cheeky start here from Dolan. Before I get ahead of myself, though, if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series, as Dolan does go for the eBay block. Gerald does scout this. He does respond. He does fool the boys. The boys are here. SV is forced back. And with that, Gerald, he will eventually expand here on the low ground. Meanwhile, Dolan going for a cheeky placement with that Rax, making it look like it's more committed than it is. Basically, Gerald, he will poke up the ramp, he will see the Rax is missing, and the hope is that Gerald pulls away to scout. And speaking of, he pulls away, does pull away, he does not go further in. He's not fully aware of what's going on, but he should confirm. Oh, yeah, there we go. Does go in, does see both gases. The Marine. The Marine is revealed. He knows. He now knows that the Rax is in the main. He's now aware. He is working behind the mineral line, and it looks like he will not get the scout. Geralt, he's in the dark. Now, he at least knows that the Rax is back at home. He at least knows that. But he doesn't know if the factory is proxy. He doesn't know how committed this is going to be because he's scouting. Oh, actually, never mind. Dolan. Proxy starport? Are we going for the 1-1-1 proxy starport into medevac and to drop into the main? Yeah, let's go. we know our boy, Pat. We know our boy. So this is going to be a proxy starport. This should be a medevac to go into the main base to drop in with Hellions. There's the add-on swap into Hellion production. We know our boy, Pat. We know. Aye. He's an animal. Meanwhile, back at home, we do see Gerald. He is setting up defensively. Safety shield batteries on the way. Stalker is scouting for the proxy. He's trying to figure out where exactly the aggression is. Does check. Does check the third. Why is it that moves out across the map? There is going to be a full wall on the high ground. And here comes that medevac. Medevac is on the way. But yes, I will ask after this series Dolan who is next to him, because I do not know myself. Oh, Adept does shade in. Should attempt to. Dolan, he breaks out. Adept, does miss the move out, and here comes the drop. At the same time, though, hallucination to the main, gets eyes on the setup, gets eyes on the CC, and here comes the drop. Gerald, yeah, he does read this well. He saw the reactor Hellion production. I mean, he saw the Hellions earlier. And he's ready in the main. So a solid read here by Gerald. Dolan dropping in. We have two Stalkers, a Sentry, and an Adept. More than enough to defend. And Dolan, he cannot break in. Gets one volley off. Doesn't kill any probes. Gets one. And that was not worth it. That was not worth it. Dolan, he was so committed here. Bearing in mind that this was borderline one base all in. Oh no! The medevac, get out of here! Oh my god. Does boost away. And Gerald, being so greedy in the face of the aggression, goes for a third. He's getting a third Nexus. Dolan doesn't even have a natural. Doesn't even have a natural base. Going for Liberator. Hellion drop into the natural. Again, the pressure is on Dolan. He has to get something done. It's deflected. Yeah, he's going to be deflected. Drop comes in. He can two-shot probes. But, yeah, not going to be enough. Medevac is going to go down. Eventually. Goes back into the main. Up! Oh my god. Does barely escape. Threads the needle. There are stalkers out on the map though. Yeah, Dolan's being hunted down. Behind this will now expand. Getting to his own 2-1-1 setup. Hellions they drop back in. Liberator as well. Okay, now we're getting damage. 4 probes. It's better. It's better. It's something. But Dolan still has, sorry, Gerald still has a lead. Gerald still has a very comfortable lead. Still up in workers, up in economy. Chases down the Liberator. Ooh. And Dolan, he most likely has to turn this into a 2-base Dolan. Like, he's a little bit too far behind. Will he pull the boys? That's the better question. He might. It may as well. For now, he's still waiting for his upgrades, still waiting for more tanks. Does punish. Tank boys do go up. Catching out one of the stalkers, at least trying to. The problem is that Gerald's being so active, he's here to try to punish this. He wants the tanks. He does blink in. Oh. Doesn't blink at the tank. Here we go. The boys are being pulled. I mean that what else can we do? Like we have to pull the boys. We have to go for the all-in. Gerald will catch an SCV. He knows. Now Gerald is aware. Nice siege on the high ground. Ooh. Tank's just going up. But this is slowing down Dolan. And back at home, what do we have? We have charge. Charge is complete. We have plenty of zealots. We have an Archon on the way. A wall of shield batteries. That's going to be 3 shield batteries in production. The longer this goes on, the worse it is for Dolan. He has to go. He has to send it here and now. Oh. Reinforcements on the way. Reinforcements are on the way. Does go for a bit of an earlier siege. He's barely within range of the production. Yo, I'm loving the wall though. Okay. Does wall up. As Zealots they trickle in, but there's not enough fire. There's not enough Marines. Yeah, the tanks are exposed. He gets 1, 2, he gets all 3. 3 tanks go down. And Dolan still pushing through. But he's down to 1 tank. Down to a single tank. He does get into the natural. But this is not enough. And it's barely not enough here. As Dolan, he will run out of fire. Takes down the final Archon. Stimming in. Okay. Never mind. Oh, there's still reinforcements though. There's still warp ins. Like without a tank line to work with, these Zealots they just trade so well. Dolan down to 37 workers, down 20 SEVs. He's forced back. Go holds. And he's getting a 4th. He's getting a 4th Nexus. Ay, ay, ay. It's unnecessary, Bobby. But I mean, why not? Why not? He's far enough ahead. Okay, now it's time to pull the boys for a second time. Now it's like... Send it. Do it again, Bobby. Do it again. Send it. As now Storm is almost done. And when Storm completes, I mean, we've seen this before. Storm is just an easy way to just completely shut down the Bio Army. And something in a couple of seconds. Here we go. The boys are pulled for a second time. You thought we were joking? No. Let's go. And we're going for a base trade. At this point, we're going to go for a base trade. Back at home, there are still 2 at Templar, though, and a couple of Storms is all it takes. Zealots say the natural. Dolan, you can just go for the Great Migration. You can lift it if need be. Here come the Storms. He stims away. He forces him away. Does lose 1 tank. Takes out one of the High Templar. Okay. Wait, took down both High Templar. No Storm. He's racing back home. He's racing on back. But we're down to 2 tanks. Down to only 2 tanks. The army coming in from behind. Zelsa collapse in. Yeah, Dolan quite in position. And one of the tanks is going to be targeted. Brutal Storm. Oh, God. Yeah, the splits are too late. And GG gets called. And Gerald, he will take game number 1. Whew. GG. Gerald, he does take a lead in the series. Again, a very intense game here between Dolan and Gerald. Unfortunately, Gerald, he was able to keep up with everything. The Hellion dropped, the Liberator harassed as well. The follow-up 2-base all-in with the boys being pulled. Like Gerald, he saw everything coming. He was able to slow it down. On top of that, so we're getting ready for game 2. Beautiful. But on top of that, he was able to slow down the push, able to get into Storm as well. Dolan barely wasn't able to pull that off. And with that, GG. Sorry, just setting up the lobby. Getting ready for game number 2. Getting ready. Let's go. But Dolan, he was scattered at every turn. Right, I was going to say, on top of that, Incorporeal is one of the larger maps in the map pool as well. So these all-ins, they take longer to get across the map, so they're more difficult to pull off. So the map was also working against him. Up next, going to be loading into ley lines. We'll see if Dolan will have better luck here, as we are also assuming he will have another cheeky build. Like, again, Dolan, he typically plays more macro against Zerg, but against Protoss, that's where he does cheese it up. In theme of the tournament, this morning in the top right hand corner of ley lines, we have the American Terran player. We have the orange Terran representing Detonate down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he can make a series out of this. It is Dolan. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And in the chat, a big shout out to folk called Spendulum. Thank you so much, Gab. Thank you so much for subscribing for 2 months. For 2 months with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. Thank you. Thank you so much. As we are jumping to game 2, and we have a double gas opener. Okay, double gas opener out of Dolan. This time, no eBay block. This time there is no block. This time there is no proxy. So behind this should be going for a faster factory, and this can eventually turn into an all-in. So faster factory, faster tech out of Dolan. We have the attempted probe scouts. This time Dolan, he fully walls off with the early depot. Early depot here, doesn't let it finish, doesn't need it, but does wall off. And now Gerald's going to be in the dark. Now, for Gerald knows this could be an aggressive opener, or it could be economic. There could be a CC behind this. There could be a CC on the high ground. Gerald is in the dark. Oh, never mind. Never mind. As the probe does get in, the probe gets a full scout, and the probe will be aware of the faster factory. So Gerald, he's aware of what's going on. He will even disrupt some of the production. The Reaper will clean this up. But at least Gerald, he has some information to work with. Does have some information. As the Reaper moves out. And now from here, we'll keep an eye on the add-ons, going for the reactor into an add-on swap into reactor to Hellion. Okay, interesting. I mean, technically this could be reactor to Widowmine as well. Reaper into the main. Gets one probe. 2 in total. Ooh, the Reaper does not make it out. And we are indeed going reactor to Hellion. Okay. Very similar to the previous game. Very similar. Hallucination does confirm the reactor. CC is going to be delayed. It's going to be delayed here. The Adept will pass into the main and will not get the Hellion, thankfully. Does pull away in time. Meanwhile, Tech Lab on the ranks, going for another add-on swap, continuing with the Hellions, but from here we can go into Banshee play. That Stalker being so annoying. It does arrive. Will delay once again. Takes down the building SCV. Hallucination Scout is coming. And the Hallucination will get eyes on the add-on swap, but it's going to be a delayed swap as well. Oh. Yeah, just a really messy setup here. Doesn't get the Stalker. Hallucination sees everything in the main and does confirm the Cloak Banshee. Again, the power of these Sentry-based openers, the power of Hallucination. Does see everything. At this point, it might be wise for Dolan to cancel Cloak, just because Gerald, he's good enough to get ready for this, of course, and to have detection. So we'll see how Dolan responds. And yes, Gerald, he is smudging. Let's go. The hood is up. He's in gamer mode. Just clearing up the graphical issue. Error. There's just something about ley lines, but this area is just bugged out. Not just for me, for everyone, thankfully. I mean, I say thankfully. Like, I've tuned into like the clean feed before, and for like EWC and stuff, and they have it as well. As we do have our Cloak finishing up, so he doesn't cancel. Okay, bold move. Does let it finish. Does let it complete. Banshee's moving out. Just the laser gets me every time. That's so intense. Oh, let's go. He even blinks to the main base. Again, it was a blink-based opener. Charge on the behind this. Gerald's now expanding, taking his third base. Hellions, they do slip in. Somewhat. One Hellion busts into the main. One Hellion can't do much here. Does get a full scout. We can see he's going to be charged into Storm once again. Not into Colossus. Into Storm. Here come the Cloak Banshees. There is one Observer at the natural. And one Observer is all you need. All it takes. Despite that, a little bit late to react. 7 probe kills and a sentry. 7 probes. Ooh, a bit of a blundered blink. Does go for the drive-by. 12 probes. Not bad. A strong start for Dolan. Takes down 12 workers. Behind this, throwing down or getting into his own 3-1-1 setup. Stim is on the way, +1 as well. And once again, Dolan will have the option to pull the boys. Does he really have an option? He has to, man. We gotta just double down. We gotta commit. As we have the 4th and 5th racks. So 5 racks set up on 2 bases. They're further back in the main. We're gonna commit. Likewise, Gerald is in position here to delay the push. Gets a couple of Marines, not bad. Tanks are a little bit too far behind. Let's catch the Observer. Here we go. Here comes the Unsiege. Does punish. Our eyes are on the boys. And we'll see when he commits. There's the scan. Spots our 3rd base. Storm is about to finish. And 3rd CC. It does make the choice here. No add-ons, but he does expand. I mean, seeing the fact that there's Storm waiting for him, I mean, it's hard to commit into that. So we have a game. We're getting in towards a longer game state. As we get into this, Gerald, he's in a solid position. He's getting a 4th, right? He's getting a 4th base as Dolan's getting a 3rd. Gerald, he already has Storm. Building up more Zealots, getting into better upgrades. +1 is almost done. And Dolan, after scanning, goes to Academy. And he's good as goes to Academy. Ghost should be on the way. Storm is in the prism. And with the main army as well. That's going to be a lot of Storm. Dolan, can he pull this off? So steps in, takes out all the Zealots. Here comes the Storm. Oh my god, brutal connections. Yeah, Storm on the main army. But there aren't that many Zealots left. But the army's overstimmed. The A's overstimmed. The Storm was brutal earlier. And Gerald holds. Gerald, he holds on. He shuts down the tank. And with that, Dolan has to get the hell out of here. Oh god, forced to unload. And he will lose everything. Oh god, the Storms are brutal. Takes down the medevac. And barely anything survives. Barely anything makes it out. And with that, Dolan, he's down to a handful of ghosts to defend. This would have been amazing with the main army with those EMPs, but now it's only a ghost-based army. And GG gets called. There's just nothing behind this here for Dolan. And Gerald, who will take the series at 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Gerald, he will claim the series. He will take the 2-0. Again, a very intense series there. And again, a lot of aggression out of Dolan. But in the end, Gerald was able to keep up. Again, Dolan, he does have a bit of a reputation, of course. Does have a reputation. Yo, shout to Pili. The Protoss says they're convening.